Hi, once again. I'm Fred Fishkin, back with another Techstination interview. We're happy to have with us Robbie Cabral, founder of BenjiLock, part of Hampton. And from Hampton, we have Randy Voss, Senior Director of Marketing. Thank you for joining us. Well, let's get started with what's new at CES. You've got some new announcements just out. Robbie, do you want to get started here with what you've got?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I want to say, first of all, thank you so much for having us on. I remember when we connected back in 2017, I believe, after my Shark Tank appearance. I remember I did an interview with you, and I still remember it like yesterday. So thank you so much for having us. Since that, we basically now have launched the original BenjiLock, and it has kind of turned into a whole portfolio of products. And today we're actually unveiling the new BenjiLock fingerprint bike lock. There you go. Randy's showing it as well. That you can open it with your fingerprint just like that, but also with a traditional key as well.
A lot of advantages that I can think of to having a bike lock that you don't need to have the key for or remember a combination for necessarily.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great comment. Interestingly, after we started to work with Robbie in 2018 at that Consumer Electronics Show, as people came through and started to interact with us, almost universally, the product that they spoke to us about the most was a bicycle lock. It was really interesting how we were just launching the first product and people were already envisioning what the next iterations could be. And Bike Lock came out time and time again because of the combination, as you said, Fred, and also then a key. When you're out and about in that environment, being able to use a fingerprint is just a wonderful way of simplicity for people.
That's not to say that people have not used a BenjiLock with their bicycles before, but they would have needed a chain or something along those lines.
Correct. So what we've done, just so that, as I'm holding this up and Robbie showed, this features a more, what bicycle enthusiasts would say is a more traditional U-bar shape. So a covered thick piece of hardened steel in here that's very, very hard to cut, much harder to cut, in fact, than a traditional chain type or cable type of bicycle lock.
When is this going to be available and for about how much?
Great question. It's available today. So we are in stock. We're ready to ship as we speak. And the suggested retail on this product is $79.99.
Wow. So you've got another new product to tell us about too. Which one of you wants to get started on that?
Go ahead, Robbie. I'll let you chime in on the Sport Lock.
Yeah, so basically, the original was the BenjiLock, which is fingerprint and key. But then also we transitioned, because I think Fred doesn't know, we transitioned also to the TSA travel lock for travelers and all that. But then also the newer one is the BenjiLock Sport Lock, which is basically small, mighty, affordable, but it's great. I mean, even right now, your local gyms are closed, but you can still work out at the park and do other things in life. Simple as that, just your fingerprint, and that's it. This one is simple, is keyless, stores up to 10 fingerprints, simplicity at its best.
Is that designed for indoor use or both?
This lock is primarily designed for indoor use. So we envision it for lockers, specifically for kids in school lockers, and then also for quick access inside of health clubs and gyms and things like that. It's smaller, it's lighter weight. Robbie, if you hold up the original BenjiLock next to the Sport Lock, you'll see that it's a much smaller footprint. And so it's more compact and easier to store in your backpack or your bag or whatever you're carrying to the gym.
And Robbie, you've got to say a few words so the camera shifts to you to show this. Show it to us again. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so basically you have your regular BenjiLock that is a fingerprint and key, but then also you have the new Sport Lock, which is just fingerprint, no key, but it's the same technology. One smaller, lighter, one kind of more beefier, depending on the type of usage and the consumer as well.
And I understand you guys are getting into the front door lock business. So tell me what you're doing there.
Well,
Yeah, we are. So Hampton is a security products company, and we make padlocks and door locks and have for over 30 years. And so again, when we got involved on day one with Robbie, while he had the original BenjiLock in his development and what he came up with, we always envisioned the product much more substantially across platforms. And so the door lock, the front door of the house, we've got a lot of experience with that and had very much consumer research that people came to us about and said, you know, we're not ready to make a move yet to something that's smart and needs Wi-Fi or an app or something like that. We'd really just like something that, you know, touch and go, if you will. And so we developed and introduced the BenjiLock Fingerprint Deadbolt. Do you have one there, Robbie, that you can hold up?
I actually have it here, as you can see.
There you go. So there's the BenjiLock Fingerprint Deadbolt. And if you touch that top up there, Robbie.
So basically, yeah, you can actually open it with any code. Right now, just put a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as a normal code, but you can unlock it with your fingerprint code, but also traditional key.
Sorry, I just went out of frame there. I have this one programmed here. And I'm going to touch it so that you can see the mechanism.
When does this arrive and for about how much?
Another great question, available today in our warehouse. This product is $159.99 and it comes in 2 finishes. What we're showing here is the satin nickel finish. And we also have it in an antique bronze color, the 2 most dominant color designs, color finishes that are for the front door of the house.
And again, this does not connect to other smart home gear or to an app?
No, this product is quite simply, I'll try to zoom it in here. This is the fingerprint sensor right here, and it is only fingerprint touch, or it also has the keypad. So if I wanted to grant you access to my house, Fred, all I would do is program in a code. I would let you know, hey, your number is 1234. Then you could access the house with the code, and then I can, you know, deactivate that code, or it uses a key, traditional key. We did not, in this iteration, want to add the additional cost and or complexity of adding an app onto it because of how the user groups that we were speaking with, she was really, how do I say it? She was interested in smart, but in some cases there was, I don't want to call it a doubt, but why do I want to have that as part of my platform when really all I want is just fast, quick, easy access for me and my family? This takes up to 10 different fingerprints, so 10 people, your family and or others that you might allow access with, you can program in. So you can have a wide diversity of people that you can grant access to, but without having to worry about an app or the app hosting site going down where now I can't get access, et cetera. So Smart may come in the future for us in the BenjiLock portfolio, but we saw this as the next logical step.
Robbie, tell us what a little bit more of the story of how BenjiLock came to be, and really what sets you apart from some of the competition out there.
Well, as I told you a couple years back, I kind of came up to be out of the blue. I wasn't really expecting into creating a product or an innovation, but because I got laid off from work at that time, and that idea kind of sparked at the gym, seeing someone that they left their key inside the locker, and that's where the idea kind of sparked, that why there was just not a lock that you can open with your fingerprint, but also with a key. And after doing further research and all that, I just couldn't find anything in the market. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm unemployed. I just have a new baby. I really don't have nothing to lose. Why not just, put all your efforts and see what comes up? And thank God it actually worked out. And that's the beauty of it, that it actually makes it different from anything out there right now. Because first of all, we are the original, the first that actually came out to market. But then also BenjiLock is backed up by Hampton products, which is actually maker in locks and security. So then not only now you're dealing with a lifestyle consumer brand, but also security as well. So you can't beat that. It's a very exciting time. It's up and coming, but little by little we'll get there.
Randy, tell us where people can go to get more info on these new products.
All of our products are shown today at BenjiLock.com, and products are available today at Hampton.com.
And again, it's BenjiLock.com. Randy and Robbie, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you. We appreciate you having us.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it.